What's up, YouTube? It's Brendan from Tattooing 101, and I want to do something a little bit differently today. I want to talk about my life experience and the biggest things that kind of helped me grow in this industry and life. I know that having a channel with so much reach, it is really awesome to kind of connect with people and be able to be there for people kind of going through struggles and everything. So I am 5 years sober. And if you told me 6 years ago where I would be today, I wouldn't believe you at all. I was a completely different person. I was spending more time partying and drinking than I was actually benefiting me and my family. So throughout those 5 years, I've had quite a bit of growth. I've also had some downsides of that. You know, with anything in life, you're going to go through ups and downs, and that's the natural process of growth. Not everything is going to be easy, and 9 times out of 10, anything that's easy isn't going to pay out in the long run. Now, do you want to know the craziest part about me getting sober? Is it wasn't some crazy story. It wasn't some miraculous event that I decided that I need to, or something's going to happen, or I'm going to jail. I just woke up one day and decided that I wanted better for myself and I wanted better for my family. I got tired of waking up hungover, feeling like trash going to the tattoo shop. And realistically, when I was feeling that way, I didn't notice it, but I had no drive. That pretty much died whenever I started drinking. And also, let's be serious, drinking is quite an expensive hobby, so I've just traded that expensive hobby for other ones that are more productive for my well-being. Now, the whole time I was just sitting there wishing that I had more money, I had more connections, I was doing more, but I did not do anything to actually get to that next step. I would just complain about it and hope that it would just happen to me miraculously, which doesn't happen in real life. Maybe in movies, but not in real life. So you hear all these miraculous stories of getting sober and it benefiting your life, kind of like what I'm saying right now. But I want everyone to know that it's not all flowers and rainbows. There is a period of time to where when you first quit drinking, it's not fun at all. I was dealing with a lot of anxiety, different issues going on that I didn't realistically know what was going on with me. I thought I was going crazy when it was just me deciding to quit drinking. I had to go through a period of time to where, you know, I felt shaky all the time. I felt like I couldn't stand up straight. My balance was off. All of these things I know now were going through withdrawals from realistically drinking all the time. And it scared me. There was a time to where I went to the hospital because I didn't know what was going on. I had no strength at all. And I called my friend and I was like, hey, I need to go to the hospital. Something's wrong with me. I went there and they were like, everything looks fine. I don't know what's going on. And that was the realization for me that I need to do something differently. I need to do something better for my life. I want to be around for my kids. I don't want to end up passing away just because I decided I wanted to party more than be there for them, or to work or grow in my art. All of these things that I couldn't see until it was too late. That's the main thing that people think about. They think, oh, well, I'm just going to party on the weekends, all those things. It doesn't really matter. It depends on like how much you are drinking. There are people out there that can drink. Understandable. But there is periods where it's probably too much, and I'm not here to tell you what that is or what that isn't. I'm just here to tell you my life experiences, and I'm hoping that it's able to touch and help someone else out there. A couple of things that I have helped prolong my life is going to be stretching out before I tattoo. Tattooing is long hours. It's constantly sitting down for hours on end, not really moving besides just your hand, and talking to clients all the time. So stretching is going to be really important. I didn't think about these things when I was drinking all the time. I just went to work, tried to get it done so I could go to the bar afterwards, right? So that is one main thing that I have structurally changed to better my life. Another thing is going to be being on a strict schedule. I tried to keep everything with a schedule so I know exactly what I'm going to do all the time. When I was drinking, I would say I was using a schedule, but I would kind of jump around, forget all the time. It was just not a fun time. I look back at it and I'm like, I don't even understand how I got to a point that I was able to pay for bills when I was doing all these things. And not everyone knows this about me. That's why I wanted to come out and give you a personal story of mine. It wasn't all what you see now. If you look at my first YouTube videos, I was very terrible on camera. And that was about the same time that I decided enough was enough, I'm gonna quit drinking. So all of those were right at the same time that I was going through all of these issues, but I still pushed forward and made it happen. Now it's time for the hard part. And that is the fact that not everything gets easier, right? You see all of these posts about how good people are doing ever since they got sober, whatever. And that's great, but the things you see on social media are the best parts of their lives. You have to think about that for a second. I'm not gonna post any bad day that I'm having. That's craziness. But that's why I'm making this video. So everyone understands that no matter who you are, you're going to go through ups and downs. I still deal with anxiety. I wouldn't say every day now, but it's a constant thing. You know, I don't like being around a ton of people. That's just who I am as a person. I drank to help be able to get over that and be like the fun party guy. It gave me a different kind of personality, but as a whole, that's not who I am. Now, I wish for everyone out there that wants to get sober, if you do, you magically poof and everything's fine. All of your anxiety goes away. I hope that for everyone, but unfortunately it did not happen for me. Some days I'm crushing it. Some days I'm up, ready to rock and roll, make everything happen. I'll stay late at the tattoo shop just to make some extra money, make some clients happy. And then there's some days to where I realistically don't want to go to work. That's just a part of it, you know? And then other days I'm trying to think why I told the cashier, you too, when they say, enjoy your meal, or overthinking a text that I've sent 3 weeks ago to a buddy, or the fact that I text this person or not. These are all daily things that I deal with. One thing that definitely does help is coffee. I am all about some coffee. My coffee of choice happens to be Black Rifle coffee, the Cactus Squatch, because it's delicious. So anyone out there that is going through these things, get some coffee. It definitely helps. One of the biggest things that I could give everyone out there watching this video is the fact that you just need to learn who you are. You know, for the longest time, I thought I had to be the loudest person in the room, to be the funniest, to make all the people laugh. And now, I'm one of the quietest in the room. I listen. I pay attention to what people are actually saying. I wouldn't be here talking to everyone right now on YouTube if I didn't change the path I was going. Also, being sober at parties, you get to realize how weird people get when they're drinking. That is also a plus that I really do enjoy. Now here's the part that stings the most. I lost some friends. I tried my best to hang on to everyone that I was hanging out with back then and people that I built connections with, but the new transitions of my life, I had to cut some people out. I had to do this to keep myself happy, to be able to keep living this lifestyle without wanting to go back to the other way. To be honest, some people just didn't like the sober version of me. I'm different. I'm quiet, completely backwards from what I was before. So I completely understand why it's like hanging out with a different person. And some connections I had to kind of walk away from just for my own happiness. You know, I changed so much over a short amount of time that I didn't really know who I was, and all the people that I surrounded myself with, I didn't really feel the same connections with anymore. But what that also means is the people that have stuck around through this transition of wanting to see me do better, those are the true people that I'll have for the rest of my life. Sometimes growth means outgrowing yourself, outgrowing the people around you. And that's okay. You'll cry, you'll laugh, you'll overthink, lose people, but in the end, it'll be worth it. So today, I don't know the exact day I went sober. It's not something I really followed, but I know that today I am over 5 years sober, and I am greatly thankful for that. If I was still drinking, I wouldn't be able to help everyone out there. You cannot help other people until you help yourself. I want to teach. It's something that I really do enjoy, teaching people how to tattoo and also being able to help out people in need. You know, I just started a nonprofit for disaster relief, so I'm able to go help out people that had disastrous events in the United States. So That's one thing that definitely helps keep me going. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my story. If you were able to connect to this in any way, please leave a comment. I would love to hear if this was able to help you out or you learned something new. And if you are struggling, you are not alone. And if you are out there killing it, I am proud of you. And also, if you're not subbed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing and helps me out a ton. Thank you for everyone that has stuck with me on this amazing journey of growing the channel. And I've got to know quite a few of you, and it's been an awesome time. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.